literally like 1 second. Alright, cool. Hello everybody and welcome back. Up first we have Dragon Quest by DBcade. DB, take it away.
Hey everyone, welcome RTA fans, Speedrun fans. I'm here today starting off with an RPG, not a fighting game. I know it's out of line, but Dragon Quest has been something that has always been on kind of my bucket list of games to be able to beat quickly. So I'm going to do shoutouts, all the shoutouts at the end. But this one thing I realized quickly into doing this run, if you're not familiar with Dragon Quest, by the way, this is the remake version that was made in 2019, and so I'm in Japan, so I only have access to Japanese consoles and stuff. But this version actually has extra builds, so there should be a lot of interesting things we can do today. But I actually have the current world record, the NA world record holder with us today, Ladab-san, who's from Brazil. All my very good gaming friends seem to head from Brazil, so this is the first time we actually have gotten to talk. But the awesome thing about Dragon Quest is it's a big, and I'm not nearly as good as everybody else, but I've quickly learned over the past 3 weeks. So I started this, I put in a pretty heavy grind 3-4 weeks ago. So I'm going to let Ladab-san do most of the talking. We'll have some back and forth, but there's a lot of dangerous things going on during this run. So Ladab-san, do you want to introduce yourself real quick?
Hi there, everybody. Thanks, DBcade. Yeah, I'm Ladab, Brazilian streamer, focused in Dragon Quest and Dungeons and Dragons and role-playing games with people who like this kind of stuff. I'm one of, I started speedrunning with this Dragon Quest, and lucky for me, I found a trick that nobody knew at the time, and that gave me the chance to develop the route that nowadays is used for the world record, including the Japanese one. And I will go into detail why there's a difference between the Japanese version and the English version when we start playing. And looking forward to it. This is going to be fun.
I'm so excited. I really am. So the first thing that I did is oh God. Oh no, why would somebody do this? Okay, so I did a poll before the run. And we had a poll between Mr. Satan, Cell, Ariel, and Arele, I don't know how to say it in English, and Toa. So those are the four. Everyone's like a Toriyama-san character. So it seems like Mr. Satan and Cell have tied. So I need chat to decide right now, and anyone can. We just need a tiebreaker if we're doing. I think Hercules, right? So Mr. Hercule, Mr. Satin, or Cell, Perfect Cell. And the reason the names are a little bit funny is that this game uses a special formula. So go ahead and vote right now. Like, just type in chat, like, if you want Cell, if you want Mr. Satin. It has to be decided. But I spent a long time with you tied them. Oh no. Okay. So there's a certain amount of characters in this game, and it basically determines the build that we're going to use in this game. I think it's, and Ladab-san can correctly, we're still trying to figure this. I'm still trying to figure this out, but it determines what stats will be changing as you level up, and even determines sometimes what I think the skills are set, but it determines, like, for example, what your strength builds. Okay, Mr. Satan, Cell. Okay, Satan is winning. So Mr. Satan. Okay. Anyone else? Last chance. By the way, the run is greatly improved. There's not too much that can go wrong. I'm well underestimate for this run, but I do will stress that neither of those names have been done before. So anything we could run into a basically a problem where, oh, I don't have enough strength to beat this, or I don't have enough HP, and Ladobsan's here, so he'll actually be able to notice sooner than I will. Oh yeah, you're in trouble. You've got to grind here a bit, or we've got to go get this extra seed. So I'm very excited about that as well. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and just say, let Dobson cast his final vote. What do you think?
Well, go with Satan.
Okay.
And let's see what. I hope you calculated it right for the HP build, because otherwise we're gonna have some fun here with stuff happening. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope I calculated it right too. But there's a specific way that I spelled it. So the yo is actually in hiragana, which I can't tell you how many times I redid this chart because I didn't understand that katakana is on different values. So every little thing you see at the character select screen has a different value. And I learned about programming, like I'm sure everyone in the chat knows. It was just me who didn't know, but like there's this thing called mode 16. So that's what's used to determine the value that you get at the end. And that information is also available on the speedrun.com page. If anyone's curious, definitely join the community, check out after. Everyone's been in the community has been really nice in the Dragon Quest Discord. Ladab-san, Yuji-san, a lot of people have instantly pretty much, hey, here's what you need to do. So, all right, we should be good. I'm going to go ahead and set this up. We're going to put the message speed to the fastest, and the BGM and the sound effects are going to go to the max. Are you ready? So time is going to start once I hit this button to go. So I should time on my side, I'm guessing too, right? Are you ready, Ladab-san?
I'm ready. Yeah.
Okay.
We'll start explaining a bit about the run now, how it works, and what are the risks that we have with this naming stuff.
Okay.
But let's go for the countdown first.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, go.
There we go. So now the quest starts, and we will pretty soon know whether that naming stuff worked or not, because Dragon Quest 1 has 4 skills: Strength, HP, MP, and Agility. And you have 4 possible builds in this version for the Switch. You can either have a character that has a very high strength, very high HP, very high strength, very high agility, or very high HP and MP, or very high agility and MP. That's only true for the Japanese version. In the English version, the Western version, we have a bug which makes any name that would give the agility or the strength HP variants, they default to the strength and agility variant. So that's why for a very long time we all believed that actually this was the only build and that the game was completely bugged in that regard, and that was a pity. In the original Nintendo version, you could have even 16 different combinations. So actually they sort of downgraded the variety here for the SFC version, which is the version used to create this one here, the Switch one. And as you can see, guys, there are lots of Dragon Quest 1 versions. There's for the GBC and the DS and like tons of versions. And for example, the mobile one is almost the same as this one, only that the tricks do not work. And there we go. This is the first. No, look, this is good. If he can kill this slime, that means we have a strength build. So strength check. We do not know yet if agility or MP or HP is the highest. He did make one little mistake on the walking there, because this ghost would not appear if you walk it right. And while I'm saying that, because this run is all about walking right and saving at the right moment. It's a very precise run, with lots of manipulation. With what our colleague DBcade is doing right now is the main manipulation in the game. That's the so-called hard reset, the quick save trick. But it's not only enough to quick save and reset. You have to hard reset the game, like really close it. And when you do that, the range resets and you can sort of know which enemies are gonna come when. Supposing you walk the path exactly right, exactly the same, down to every square here. And if you do that right, look at that, you can on level 1 already torch that guy down and get to level 2 right away and get to the cavern, the so-called swamp cavern. And that's very special. People that play Dragon Quest know that when you go to this cavern... Oh, this is another trick that we use. In fact, we use it only once in the game. If you recover some HP before an encounter block, where you know you would have an encounter, you cancel the encounter. That's the only place we use that. This was discovered by Lady Starbird. And now we kill this guy, and look at that. We barely started this game, and we are already level 3. And well on our way to the city where you get the keys. People playing this for the first time, like, they don't dare get near this before level 8. You know, like,
you're so far the first time you play this.
And now we have things are looking good. Things are looking good. The wolf or wizard is a good sign. And DBcade is right now reaching Rimodar. The first time you reach Rimodar, you cry. Because that's the one place in the game where I found the extremely valuable magical keys, which open the hidden doors in the game. And that's a theme that goes through all Dragon Quest. Every single one of them, you have to find a place where the magic key is obtainable to get access to lots of places that you see from the start of the game. So now DBcade is going to get some seeds. Here is where routes differ a bit. The Japanese route usually does things a little different now. I see DBcade is going for a more safe variant.
Yeah, it's a marathon, so I'm just being careful.
Yeah, this is good. This is good. Like the current routes have been fine-tuned by me and Yuji-san. Yuji-san is the probably the best player from Dragon Quest 1 currently in the Japanese version. MCR also plays very well, but he uses the turbo controller, and Yuji plays just like perfectly. It's wonderful to see his runs. And we both go very, very risky here. we go for a very little resource, but it's not a good idea when you are just learning the run. And that's something that I really encourage you guys to do, because this is a very easy run to get into speed running. You know, like, you have to train, of course, but it's not like, you know, it's not like a Metroid Dread or Final Fantasy V. You have hours and you have to know everything. No, this is quite a comfortable, cozy speed run. Especially because the major trick, the quick saving, which could be used now. Let me see. Oh, now we have some risky business going on. Okay, this is good. This is not that good. This is okay. All right, this is gonna be interesting. That should work. Okay. While I'm saying that, because the major trick in the run is to kill a metal slime now. to kill a metal slime at level 4. And you can only do that if you have enough HP. The HP must be pretty high, and that's why we use either the strength HP build, or we make sure when using other builds that we get the maximum possible value out of the life seeds that we collected until now. We collected 2 of them. And we shall know if things are good or bad when he encounters, if everything goes right, a red slime. Let's see. There he is, 34 HP, that's just about okay. It's one short of the, let's say, 100% safe path, but it should be enough. All right,
I might have to heal, right? I might have to heal when I get... Unfortunately, I wonder.
We shall see, DBcade. To be honest, the very first time you fight him, you need to use a herb. I usually use 2 herbs for the first 2 slimes. And did you buy extra torches?
No, I didn't. No, I don't do that.
No, yet. If you guys go to my YouTube, you shall see the run is called Metal Torching, because that was the major trick that we discovered, that slimes could be killed using torches. That is usually not the case. And when I just tried that and it worked, we were like, oh, everybody, whoa! And that opened up a lot of ways to just do the run different, because the usual run in the SFC uses a completely other way to level up, which is the so-called dragon loop, meaning we fight that green dragon that protects the princess at the swamp cave. So now he did the hard reset trick, and that guarantees we find this little guy here. For a very long time, I didn't know how to kill this first slime. I could generate it, but I couldn't kill it. And oops! And you're gonna have to reload. Probably.
No, I should be fine. I should be fine. It's gonna be 1.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you use the item? Maybe I didn't see it then. Yeah, it's all good. Great. In the Creative Alley, that's Dragon Quest XI runner, he discovered how to kill the first slime. And that, like, I knew how to kill the second one consistently, and now we then learned how to kill the first and the second one, and that shaved off full 15 minutes from the run, because now we are getting whooping 775 XP, no, 1,650 XP per hard reset. As you can see, from level 3 to level 8, guys, this is just awesome. Yeah, everything is working nicely now. The trick to kill the first slime is to use your weapon, even though it doesn't do anything. Like, you attack with it twice, then you use it and doesn't nothing, and then you attack it again. Here is where me and Yuji use different tactics. You use Yuji's one. Yuji uses attack, heal, attack. I attack three times, and then I heal, and then I attack again. We are discussing really, like, sharing hairs here about strategy, because that's the really fine tuning of speed. I prefer to attack 3 times because usually you keep more HP for the other moments. And now, as you can see, level 9, and this is what we call the first slime grind. DBcade is gonna do this quite a few times. He's gonna try to get to level 13 when he gets Zoom. And that's when the second part of the run starts. I consider this moment to be the one where you need the most concentration, actually. Like, the hardest part of the run, when you are getting into the very high level play there, is the very first grind, actually. The very first moments. The first 5 minutes are the most difficult to nail. And later it's the grinds, because it's very easy to, per mistake, make an attack too much, or forget to use a herb at the right moment, and then you die. And every time you have to do a hard reset reload, you are losing a full minute of the run. So this can be trouble. Let's see, this is the second slime. Another curiosity is that I discovered a way to generate a third slime. Like, we can always fight 3 slimes almost in a row. The problem being, we didn't find a way to kill the third slime, and to generate it, we lose a lot of time with an encounter in between, so it's actually not a good thing. So we do not explore this route further. Right now, the route is pretty settled. We are like researching what could be made faster still. Probably the final path can be improved. But as of right now, the main path is pretty settled up. Unless something really tremendous gets discovered, it's metal grinding for you people. But there you go. That's the weapon usage I was talking about. And one thing that's interesting here too is that the second slime, other than the first slime, which is very settled, the second slime, you can kill it in a variety of ways. Like, you can use the torch at the second attack, you can use the 3 or 2 attacks and then heal. So there are many paths to victory there against the second one.
Yeah, this is easily the most stressful part of the run for me. It's like you said, it's so easy to make a mistake. It seems like it's silly, but it's because you're doing the same pattern over and over again. You just your head forgets where you are. And on stream, actually before the run, I got a PB, but I had to do a hard reset. And everyone in chat was like, "No, you just told everyone not to do this." So it's surprisingly easy to do. So yeah, having commentary here is awesome because it's like you're using all your brain power here. I feel like, at least for me. So.
Oh, me too. I don't even like to try for PBs now when talking myself, like when playing, because at this moment here, I prefer to be quiet, and I usually have two little gems here in front of me that I use to first slime, second slime, and then they go to the other side of the table. First slime, second slime, so that I always know which slime I'm on while killing them. Like it was a little mental trick to remember these guys, because it's so many slimes. Look, I can even ask the chat now. Dear chat, how many slimes do you believe we will have to kill during the whole run? Let's see who gets the nearest, huh? So you can type it in there. Make a guess. How many slimes does DBcade have to kill for us to beat the game? 3. No, 3. He's already on the 6th or 7th. Koraitzi, no, many more. One thing that we could do for marathons was to make an option for the chat or for participants to ask for the user to save the princess, because this is a special thing in Dragon Quest. Although the game is about saving the princess, you don't have to. You can finish the game without saving her. So this is sort of a nice bonus for marathons to say like, if you want to save the princess, make a donation or something like that.
I'm very excited to try Princess Percent, by the way. I haven't done it yet, but I saw there was a
Princess Percent is cool. Let me check. Moonsama around 17, I feel like. Maybe 20 or 30. No, 30. No. Yeah, around 17 is the right number. If he has the correct build, he should need 18 of them.
Yeah, we just killed 8.
He's going for this.
So.
Yeah, and then missing 10. It's 18 people. Supposing he got the strength HP build, which he did, because otherwise he would not have 34 HP already.
Should I go for the
don't really. If you want to be safe, go for it. You probably don't need it. You probably don't need it, DBcade.
What do you think? All right, I'm gonna.
If you want to be safe, get it, and then you don't have to worry about that, you know. Or you try for a PB, and
let's do it. Let's believe in Mr. Sen. I believe you can.
I think you are good. I think you are good.
I think so too. I think I'm fine.
Yeah, because Yuji does it with 33 hit points too.
Yeah.
I do with 35. There you go. Here's where we had a trick to cancel encounters, but we didn't use them any longer. Oh, wait, did you use it again?
Yeah, I made a mistake in my walking, so I just wanted to reset the run.
Okay. Let me check. This was good now. This was pretty good, in fact.
Yeah, this for me was the hardest part of the run. So I started like not even a month ago, really. And the reason this was the hardest part is I am terrible at directions. Dark Chroma-san in the chat can attest to this. It's like my ultimate weakness. So should I go forward or should I feel like I should rest here for backup? That's what I did last time.
You don't really need it. You're good to go, to be honest. You could go directly. You can really go directly.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I'm nervous because this is right now my best pace. I think it's close to it. Yeah, it's gonna be a little bit. There's a few mistakes and a few missteps, but other than that, it's been a really smooth.
No, you're doing good. You're doing well. You're doing well.
I particularly
liked how you did Gallingham. This was very good. Remember to attack the next one, huh? If it's a ghost, to attack it, because otherwise he doesn't let you run. Let me see who... Maybe it doesn't show up. Sometimes it shows up, sometimes it doesn't.
No ghost.
Yeah, this was good. This was awesome. In fact, you may even have given me an idea to improve the route. Thank you.
Yeah, I've been trying different steps and stuff. Like outside of that, it's like naming, like current. Oh God, really? We're gonna fight right on the safe spot. Hopefully, we can run away. Okay, that was rare.
Oh! This could have gone south. Yeah.
Yeah, that was scary.
Okay. Oh yeah. One thing that I try, like one technique that I use, usually doesn't use it, is to kill the armored knight directly without a hard reset. But it doesn't always work out. I have to nail it still. So now guys, we are on the so-called slime grind 2. That means now it's time to kill 10 more slimes. But I'm wondering how DBcade is gonna go about it, because this is one of those parts where we runners differ a lot on the technique, how we go about doing that. Because it's like this, you have two objectives during the second grind. You want to kill enough slimes to get at least to level 15, although I must say, I don't know if you don't know that, DBcade, you can kill the knight already now at level 13, okay?
Yeah, I don't do that, though. I don't do that. I'm not doing that.
You could, but you don't have to. And then some of us kill it, the armored knight at level 16, others go for 15. I tend to go for 15. Whenever you beat this guy, you are gonna get the most powerful armor in the game. In fact, it's one of the most powerful armors in almost all Dragon Quest games. You get this armor in most of them, if not all of them. Erdrick's armor. Sometimes it's called the Zenithian armor. They give another name to it. Anyway. This is now a moment where he will have to make a decision. When will he feel powerful enough to face it? Usually it's a good idea to have a lot of HP in reserve. I would say at least 74. And then he can go for it. This makes for a very strong tendency for us all to heal a lot when facing the slimes. Why do I say that? Because when facing the slimes, we always have to at least once use a spell or heal ourselves in order to be able to beat them. That's part of the tactic. You have to heal yourself even if you have HP. Or use a spell. And the fastest spell, I don't know if you know that, DBK, the fastest spell in the game is sleep. If you use sleep instead of heal, you are actually gaining a little bit of time. It's, I don't know, 1 second or 2 perhaps.
Oh, nice.
But
yeah, I usually
right?
use Rally Ho anyway. In Japanese, it's called Rally Ho. And yeah, that's pretty much been my strat from the very beginning, is to use that. Because it's safer, and I play it really close to in this part usually, where I just have enough MP to get through. So
yeah. I like that you decided to not sleep there now, because this is good. Like if you keep this pace, you will have about 12 MP, maybe a bit more, by the time you start going to call, and that should work out. That should work. I lost count of how many you killed already. Let me see. Level 14. Okay, you should be about to get to 15. Maybe 2. Or maybe only 1 slime. Maybe only 1 slime. Let's see. This is interesting now, because depending on where you position yourself, if you kill the 15 slime at the right moment, you can go to the city without any encounters. That's also a good technique to learn during this. As you can see, guys, this run is all about knowing the paths that you should do, when should you do them. For example, if you walk on the mountains but not on the grass, then you find other kinds of enemies. Did you get level 15?
I did, yeah.
Yes, so you're ready. This is awesome.
Okay, I'm gonna heal here.
And save. Heal and save. Do a hard reset.
I think 89 is plenty of HP.
Yeah, it's enough. It's not a problem. No, you're good to go. You're doing great.
This is also a test. This is a strength test, because if I've had it before where I had enough health, but I wasn't able to kill here, and that was horrible. But it's really simple. We just attack. That's all you do here.
Attack.
Yeah, just attack and
Yeah.
attack.
In level 13, you can't attack. You have to use sizzle. But this is something that maybe I forgot to mention, and our people didn't see. You start the run almost naked. We don't use any weapons. And then we buy only the barest, cheapest weapon armor possible. And we go try to beat this guy using like almost the lousiest sword in the game. Like, it is the lousiest sword. It's not the lousiest weapon, but it's the lousiest sword. And now he got Erdix armor, and now everything is great.
Yeah,
now
I'm healing too. So it's awesome, actually.
And now there's a trick. This is the second slime, guys. This is not the first slime. It's the second one, and you have to remember that and attack him accordingly. We're using the second slime technique and do the hard reset again. But now, I would say, now is the moment where you as a runner, you are almost happy. I would be with my heart beating like furiously now because I know the hardest moment is about to come. Like the moment that usually shit happens, which is the terrible strength seed in call. Why do I say that? Because it's like this. For a long time, we beat the Dragon Lord at level 18. And then I found out a way to beat him at level 17. And usually improved on my way by discovering that the strength seed, how to get the strength seed at a good moment. So everybody together made for an effort and then we got that Dragon Lord nailed at level 17. The problem being that the strength seed has to give you at least 2 points. You can give up to 3 points of power, and you must get 2. If you get 1, it's not enough. It has to be 2. And usually it doesn't. It's terrible. Usually when you get it, it gives only 1. There is a trick to make it give 2, but that trick costs a minute, and there is a chance that you get there and she gives you 2. And me and Yuji, we both have our own paths to sort of almost guarantee that, like raise the chances that this happens. And honestly, I don't know my own path by heart because it's so long. Like, you have to remember the path from the moment you save at around that little mountain down there up to until reaching call. It's terrible. Having said that, people that know how Dragon Warrior, I don't mean even Dragon Quest, I mean the NES version, the Dragon Quest like one for the NES runs work, know that it's all about knowing when to walk and stop and wait for around 20 minutes in a row. And you can beat the game at level 8. So it's a massive memory exercise. And NES Cardinality is capable of that. He's one awesome Dragon Warrior player. And it's impressive to see people doing this when you know what's behind all the training that goes behind it. One thing that many of the Switch players do not know is that the SFC version in Japan, and that's a chance for you, DBcade. You are the one guy that in fact you can even help me understand the trick. The SFC, the Japanese community knows how to manipulate metal slimes in the SFC version, and the Western guys do not know that, and nobody managed to make a translation of the page where this is explained in a decent way. I sort of understood halfway how it goes, and I can manipulate it more or less in the SFC, but I would like to know how that really works. It's fascinating. It's not based on those resets and saves. It's based on how many times you attack and open or close the menu. It's very special range manipulation stuff. DBcade, I would go south now if I were you, if you want to gain some time. Because you are about to get level 17, and you can create the slimes on that mountain down there too. Like on both sides of the bridge, you can get the slime.
I'm always nervous because if you get the fight on the bridge, you mess everything up. So that's what happened to me one of my runs. And
that's true.
It was nerve-wracking when it happened. I was like, what is this? Why am I fighting here?
You get the Chimera or one of the skeletons, I believe.
Yeah, yes.
So now it's a good way. Now you can go to the other side directly, and then stay on that mountain range on the other side for both slimes.
It should be the level up too.
Hey, this is great. Yeah. If it is the level up, then the seed is gonna be chance. But you go for it, and if it doesn't work, we can use the workaround. Did you learn the workaround with using the seed in a battle? The strength seed. If you didn't, no problem. I can tell you how it works here. You're doing great. This is going really nice. Yep. Now the last one. Oh, yeah. Yeah. No. That's the last one. Praying for a free. All right, let's go. Yes! People, that's it. That's it now. Now is the time for that seed. Moons Sama just wrote praying for free. We are all praying, man. We are all praying.
Yeah.
We want to see that free strength point happen. But because like the fight against the Dragon Lord, it's really close. Like usually we start the fight by getting to 1 HP and surviving that first attack, and then we go from there to beat him. If things do not work, we may need to get another level to beat him. But I really, really hope that won't be the case.
Alright, I'm gonna use Torejos. Sorry, not Torejos.
Okay.
Tejeros now, and keep everyone away from me. All the little creatures, all the slimes, all the ghosts, everybody's out of my face. And should be here.
This is going nicely.
Yeah,
I could have waited, but this is good. Yeah. Like for the in the usual run, guys, 30 minutes is when we are sort of in the cast already. But like I said, DBcade is getting very fast. Like you really improved your time, huh? Wow.
Well, I mean, it helps that I like the game a lot. Like, I do want to do randomizers and things like that. With
the randomizer is so awesome! It's so awesome. The randomizer is really, really cool. Really, really cool, DBcade. And you can do it in pairs.
Should I do a backup save, or are we just doing it?
You don't need, just do it. Because if it doesn't work, you can reload with an auto save.
Oh no, we got it. We got it.
Yes!
Yes, we got a 2. We're in there.
Go, 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 go. Yes, DB. Oh, this is so awesome. This is really, really good.
Yeah, this could be my PB.
Did you remember to use the... Yes, I believe you did. Yes. Yeah. Have to be careful there because you need all the MP, almost all the MP for the final battle. But worst case, you can sleep in Rimudar before you go there, but I wouldn't. You are doing so well, you should keep on it. Let's go. Guys, the randomizer, this deserves some mention. The randomizer, first, has an awesome community. Second, it's so much fun. The build stuff that we were talking about in the randomizer, it's like extreme because the stats get all randomized, and then you can have, for example, a level up where you get 30 HP, and then you get lots of level ups without any HP, and everything is random in that regard. It's so cool. And facing the dragon, like it says the exact opposite of the Switch version. The Switch version is all about precision and playing correctly, and you usually know what you're doing like very clearly. In the randomizer, it's about knowing the game inside out, what you can face, what you cannot face, having a lot of luck running, facing the Dragon Lord and rolling high damage, etc. Like it's a different beast. And it's an awesome beast. And you can play it in a cooperative mode. The co-op, I even made some drawings about it, because we call it the Bucket Brigade. And why do you call it the Bucket Brigade? Because one thing that you can do in both versions, this version too, you can throw holy water at enemies to give damage to them. And that's one of the major ways to kill the Dragon Lord when playing in co-op. Because one player can be facing the Dragon Lord and his or her friend or their friend can be buying holy waters, and they get transferred to the other player at the same time. It's a bit difficult to explain, but you can play this game like in a cooperative mode where everything that one player finds, the other player finds too. So it's really a lot of fun. If you like Dragon Quest, you should go check it out. DBcade. That's it. The Rainbow Drop. Guys, here, this is another mention here. I don't know why, in both the Switch and the mobile variants, they sort of went a bit cheapo on the graphics, because they didn't create a graphic for the Rainbow Drop, they didn't create a graphic for the bridge, and in all other versions, when you get such an item, you see the item. It's something beautiful that raises out of the chest, and I was like surprised that they tried to improve all the graphics, but they don't take, I don't know, a few minutes to just update the graphics from those items. So that was a bit of a letdown in the remakes. You can use the things if you want. The DBcade, the Holy Protection. Although now it's sort of you can leave it be.
I just need to be in a good mental state. So like me having a lot of HP, it just makes me feel more relaxed. Like I don't have to stress as much.
Oh, true. Now you can even cast a Radiant in the final castle if you prefer.
No, I've been practicing in a way that I want to be able not to use that. So the really sad thing is I had on the NA version, or not NA, on the Japanese version, I had like a sub 40 pace. One of my first practice runs, it was insane. I just somehow got really lucky, but I didn't know where I was going in the castle, in the final castle here, and it was a nightmare. I was sweating. I'm near crying and cussing at the screen. I'm just like, where am I right now? Like, and you guys made a great guide, but doing that, oh no.
Oh no, I forgot to tell you, when you meet a knight on the first floor, you have to attack first. Every time you meet a knight on the first floor, you have to attack first.
That's the first time I've ever encountered that. Yeah.
Oh man, sorry there, man. I should have told you that. Oh,
that's okay.
We
don't lose too much time. I should be auto
first one. If you find this guy on the first floor, you have to attack once and then flee. Like right now, attack and then flee. Because otherwise he beats.
Now, does that trick work on the other floors too? Is that the strat for?
On the other floors, you can just flee. So you don't need to.
He's come again. So I always have to attack on the first floor.
I would attack. Oh no, man! Flee! Shit! You can already hard reset or not?
I'm at 2, please.
Again.
Oh my god, what is going on? This has never happened before. That has never happened to me. This is the first time. And that's another thing. I used to think you could never die on the first night, the boss night, and then I found out last week, oh no, you can die there. Oh, very easily if you don't meet certain checks. So
yeah. Okay, now things should go smooth. Let's see. You should be able to make a 45, sub 45 even.
I wonder why that. I've never had that happen where I fight. Usually I get the dragons or some other enemies, but I've never had the knight right at the beginning.
You are, because you didn't use the holy protection before, and then you met about 7 enemies, and that moved the range 7 points.
Oh wow!
It changed the whole all the enemies that you meet during you have around 11 encounters before you meet the Dragon Lord, and you can flee from almost all of them with 1 or 2 exceptions. But right now you are on even for me, unknown territory because of those. Oh, no, now you do the hard reset, so now I sort of know what's gonna come. Let's check, yeah. Okay. All right, so now, guys, now it's a moment where we also have to be concentrated, because if you forget to get Erdrick's Sword, which is the most powerful sword in the game, then you also can't beat the Dragon Lord.
That I've never
And
done.
here
I've never forgotten to get the sword. Luckily, I've done stupid things, but that would be the most important thing to forget.
Yeah, but the only stupid thing that happens is that we get the sword, but we forget to equip it.
Well, I usually equip it. The fastest way is when I get to the boss. I don't think I should equip it now. I don't know. What do you think?
No, you don't. We'll do it. I do it right before the boss. I do it, and then I do the hard reset.
My walking
One
actually
interesting curiosity. Every Dragon Quest, when you finish it, you are allowed.
So wait,
to
should I attack? Should I attack here or flee real quick?
No, directly. These guys on the second floor are okay. You can flee.
Okay. So it's just the first floor. Those knights are
it's
crazy?
just the first floor.
That's crazy.
There is a chance that if you meet one of them right at the entrance of the second floor, that it's also one of those evil guys.
There's horrifying.
A small chance. That's horrifying, yeah.
Shoot.
So, like I was saying, when you finish the game, you can go visit everywhere where you were before and talk to people, and they all say different things. And there's one old guy that tells you in the game that you must have Erdrick's Sword to beat the Dragon Lord. And then you beat the Dragon Lord, and then you talk to him, and then he says, wow, you found the sword, so awesome. But if you level up enough, say to level, I don't know, 20, 25, the maximum is 30, and you go with a club or any other weapon and beat the Dragon Lord, although the club has also a special text, and you beat the Dragon Lord without Erdrick's Sword, which is being equipped right now, just in case, very good. Then he says something different. He says, wait, what? You beat him without the... Wow, you are a really powerful hero, hey? And so the game has these little surprises, these Easter eggs there. When you talk to the king and you are max level, he also has another text for you. He also says, look, you are the most powerful hero ever. You just need to go beat him.
I've got one dumber for you. I've said yes here before. That's the dumbest thing I've done.
Guys, if you don't know, the Dragon Lord gives you the chance to join him like any good villain. And you can say yes, and then the game freezes. Because you are now part of darkness. So now the battle starts. It's 3 attacks, heal, 4 attacks. I believe he already healed, so now it's the 4 attack routine. And he's good to go. You're good to go. Yeah, for 53 HP should be enough. You should be left with exactly 1 HP after he gives the first breath. Let's see. So now DBcade is gonna need concentration. I hope. Oh, chill, even chill. Awesome. Then, yeah, of course.
Heal, and then I'm gonna heal again.
Yes, heal again, and then you crit him. Now it should be a crit.
Then I'm gonna heal again. I'm trying to remember where I do the double attack. It's somewhere in here.
Right, now it's heal, attack, Zack attack, and then heal, attack, and then the opposite. Yeah. Then attack, and then now attack, heal, attack, heal. Heal, yeah. Attack. Very good.
I want this. This will be my PB if I can do this.
So,
マイチューお願いします。ちょっと待って。今ライブですよ。ライブ配信中。
I don't know DBcade. I think you made it. It can. Whoops. Guys, I don't know.
Okay.
Okay. Use the longer routine. All right, but it worked. Great. Yay! GG! GG's DBcade. Awesome.
Almost, right? We just got to talk to the king.
745. This is
Yeah.
awesome. That's
This might
very good
be
time.
my PB.
Time stops when the trumpets show up, and when the soldiers start playing the trumpets.
42:25. I think that's my PB. Let's go.
Awesome.
That's really good, actually,
Look,
for a marathon.
You know, that's speedrun.com so that I can verify it. I was here to just click yes.
Yeah.
Congrats, DBcade.
Yeah,
Awesome
thank you,
job.
thank you. Yeah, this is something that I've been wanting to run for a while. We got a lot of stuff done with fighting games and card video games and stuff like that. So I tend to not be able to play longer RPGs, but it's really something. This game used to take 8 hours or more to beat for me, and now we're clearing it under an hour. So that's the power of speedrunning. I think anyone can do this, by the way. I think this is one of the, especially because Ladobson and a lot of other runners have laid this run out very cleanly. There's still new stuff to find. Like, they're still finding like where to walk. I'm testing a lot of names and stuff. I think the naming convention, by the way, Ladobson, is different than the Super Famicom version. So I've been kind of making a big spreadsheet of like names you can use, so that everyone in the community can then use those names. And we're trying to figure out the secret. So I don't think it's quite the same because, but there's just so much more here to learn. So thank you, Ladobson. I don't know if do you want to say anything else? Shout outs to anyone? I do want to shout out Yuji-san real quick, and Gaiges. I don't forget how to say. I just met them like 2 days ago.
Gaiges. Shout out to Creative Alley too, and Late Starboard. Those are the pioneers of the Switch run.
Yeah. Anything else you want
really,
to add?
guys, check Yuji out. His playing is awesome. Really awesome. Great. Cool. Then looking forward to the next runs, and wish you guys a pleasant evening, day, night, wherever you are in this huge world.
Yeah, Ladobson, excellent commentary. I'm so glad I asked you to come here, and just you really blew it out of the park. So and I'll do the same. If you run an event, I'm happy to commentate for you because this was fantastic. And
thanks very much.
Yeah, thanks everyone who's been coming to my stream. That's DB lowercase CADE Cade, DBcade. I really appreciate it. I know it's like not a normal thing for my channel, but I do like Dragon Quest. I did Dragon Quest Builders 2 casual play. Dragon Quest 10 offline is coming out in 6 days. So maybe 6 days. So I ordered that, and if I like it enough, I'll be playing casually. But I do want to try some of the other runs in the Dragon Quest thing. But I think for me, this is going to be a mainstay game, and I would definitely recommend this to everybody else, especially the randomizers. I'm going to try and find out more information about them, and I might post online about stuff because I'm still not sure how some of the items spawn on the stage. Other than that, I just want to say thanks to Crazy-san. You guys have no idea how much Crazy-san put into this marathon. I would say he was pulling in all-nighters this week trying to make it happen. So, if you can, absolutely donate and do your best to try and spread the word. Rain-san, some others, also helped out. I tried to spread the word as much. Tampano-san. Definitely give just a little keep it going or thumbs up to the mods, because right now we're FTLG is still smaller, so we're just trying to become something for the community, and celebrating people who actually really love video games, and especially speedruns. So I'm happy to be a part of this marathon. I'm happy to be an organizer with the group, and there's a lot of things that are coming up this year that I think everyone's going to be excited for. And I would say there's a lot of even more talented runners coming up in the marathon. So let me just give a little shout out. to what runs we have coming up next. So after this, we have Crazy Tone Dog-san, who's coming up with Simpsons Hit and Run. Fantastic run, by the way. And Crazy Tone Dog-san completely destroys and obliterates that game. We've got Death Chain 33-san coming up with Resident Evil 2 after that. And then we've got Meta with Shadow Warriors 3. And Viper UK-san with Ridge Racer 5. So just a bunch of stuff after that. There's Osmorn-san's up after that with Light Matter. Just a bunch of good runs and lots of VA guests coming this year. Again, tell your friends if you like the Resident Evil series, if you like the voice actors, and check the FTLG, Twitter page, because they're all the guests are posted there. This is we're in a rare opportunity where we're lucky to have these guests come to our event and give a little extra something to our speed runs. I can't say how excited I am to see what kind of shenanigans the runners and the VAs get into. We have some really great moments last year and the year before that. So that's all for me. I've talked enough. We are just exactly where I said my estimate would end. Thank you, everyone, for your support. And just message. You can go ahead and right-click a new tab if you want, and follow me later and ask me questions about any games, arcade games, whatever. I'm happy to talk about it anytime. But in the meantime, I'll be around in the chat, just watching with everyone else. I'm going to go ahead and toss it over to Crazy-san. Thank you very much. And GG. Peace. またね。見てくれてありがとうございます。
Bye bye, everybody.